name is Lee Leach, and I'm a Norwood resident, and we are up in the tower at Town Hall, the carillon tower. And this is a unique instrument, a traditional carillon. It is an instrument that dates from 1928, built in England with large English bells, which give a very resonant sound. The instrument is played by a carillonneur who sits at a console, as you see here. And if you can imagine the keys of the white keys of a piano being these levers and the sharps and flats being these levers, it's played much like a piano would be played with the, instead of the fingers, with loosely closed fist, and we would press the bell that we want to ring down till it strikes and then release it. So I have come to Norwood as an engineer. I worked actually at Polaroid, but I also had a lot of music background. I studied music all my life. I have some piano training and some voice training, which lends itself to playing the carillon, because the carillon, as you will hear, is a musical instrument that utilizes a lot of melodic features in its arrangements. So it is an instrument that one plays for the enjoyment of people in town to listen to, and we want to make sure they enjoy it as much as I enjoy playing it. I put up a piece of music that I would typically play from, and as you might see, it looks much like piano music, but actually a little bit simpler. Since the way the bells are put together and the tuning of the bells are tuned to themselves and to each other bell, you would want to make sure that the audience and the people that are listening to, other people listening, hears the bells pretty clearly. So the music might have just the simplest part of the harmonic structure of the particular piece that you're interested in. So this is an arrangement that I actually put together of Winter Wonderland. So when we play the bells themselves, we want to actuate the levers so that the sound of the clappers against the bell is released as we play like that, so we come off the levers. We would make sure that these linkages are well adjusted through these system of turnbuckles up here. Also, when we play, we have the whole range of the instrument, which goes down to the very largest bell, which is called the borden, and that bell can be played either with the hands, but it's very difficult. It's a heavy bell to play. So those larger bells are also connected to a system of foot pedals. So I can actually play this with my left foot as such. In this piece, I would play in the key that I've arranged it, something like this, where the bass would be on the like that. So there's the first 8 measures of Winter Wonderland. During the holiday season, I try to come up and play most days during the middle of the day, but not always every day. Sometimes you've got to give the neighbors a little bit of a break. But during the summer, we have a summer series that runs in the months of July and August, where on Monday evenings we have guest carillonneurs, people that are professionally trained to play this instrument. When I first learned how to play this instrument, I had to actually practice sometimes on this instrument in a live situation. And at that time, I would select fairly simple pieces until I got my techniques in place so that I wasn't making a lot of mistakes for the town to hear. Now we have a practice instrument that I can also work up a piece of music before I actually bring it to the instrument and play for the public. You have to respect the instrument as being a public instrument. Whenever it's being played, people outside are listening to it. And I actually get a lot of feedback from people in the community that asking if I was playing then, and often it is me playing. Sometimes other people can play. It's an open instrument. Anybody who has some facility in playing the instrument is welcome to contact me through the town offices here in Norwood, and we can get them up here to play for the community. It's a great instrument to play. We are now up in the Carillon frame in Norwood Town Hall. The bells are situated up here outside so that they can ring freely, and the public can hear them from the ground level. These bells are made in England. They're heavy bronze bells. They are very resonant. They're a really fine set of tuned bells. Whenever anybody is hearing these bells, somebody is actually playing them. The set of bells, comprised of 50 tuned bells, are actuated with a system of clappers and strikers on the outside of the bells, where the transmission is connected down to the console. A number of these bells do have either dedications or names on them, and quite recently we've added another bell with Bernard S. Cooper's name to it. He was instrumental in for over 40 years here at this town hall. He was the assistant town manager and the person who really helped me learn the carillon, and in tribute to Bernie, we added his name to a bell. The traditional carillons exist in a fairly limited number of sites. There are 4 known sites in eastern Massachusetts now. The traditional carillon needs to be at least 2 octaves of bells. So each installation is not necessarily the same. In fact, every carillon has a little bit differences to them. There's a larger set of bells in Cohasset at the St. Stephen's Episcopal Church in Cohasset there. And then Wellesley College has a set of 32 bells, so that's a little bit smaller. And even a smaller set is found up in Gloucester of 25 bells, and those bells are actually some of the oldest bells, tuned bells in the country. Those date from 1922. Over 94 years now, these bells have rung for the town of Norwood.